Hey, hello everybody. How are you today? Good to see you. I hope you're doing fine. My name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach and a serial entrepreneur. 16 that guarantees your financial freedom. Listen to me. Financial freedom does not occur by mistake. It's intentional. There are steps you take. There are things you do that make it so. Right? And I'm going to be sharing with you 16 to become financially free guaranteed. Now, this is going to be a series. I'll be looking into several aspects of this, but today we'll take 6 points. If you're happy about this topic and you type, I'm happy about the topic. By the way, tell me your name and your city. Good to see all of you here. It's your year of financial freedom. Number one thing is called spiritual preparation. Spiritual preparation. Right? I have started that journey. And let me tell you, your spiritual preparation are divided into a couple. Number one, prayers and fasting. Right? I'm starting 2020, of course, as usual, 21-day prayer and fasting. It's part of what I do. Number two thing I do spiritually is giving. So you saw me in Meduguri reaching out to the poor and all of those things. I'm using that to prepare my 2020. It's part of the spiritual work you must do. It's part of the spiritual work you must do to prepare for 2020. If you want to be rich, you have to be a giver. Giving is one of the spiritual exercise for wealth. So you see me do a lot of, charity work in December. It's intentional. It's to, when you sow, the Bible talks about sowing and reaping. When you give to the poor, you have sown, you prepare the soil so that the year 2020 germinate well for you. The year 2020 yield good financial harvest for you. So you want to see people you can help, the poor, there are widows, there are orphans, there are people in IDP camps, there are people are victims of war. Part of the spiritual preparation, number one, is prayer and fasting. Number two is give to the poor. We don't do that. A lot of Africans don't give to poor people. Right? We only give to our family members, our loved ones. It's just me and my family. That's why Africa is not moving forward. We are greedy. Africans are greedy. And it's the truth. The only thing an African man wants to do is to support his family, hoping that they too will support him when he has problems. How about supporting people who can help themselves? How about helping orphans? How about going to war places and helping people? Taking it serious like it's a business of your own. So, you want to do that. Number three, spiritual exercise you need to do is to, connect with your spiritual mentors and get counsel from them. Okay? Those who are your pastors spiritually, you want to get counsel from them. Sir, what do I do specially spiritually to prepare the year? So, for those of you just joining us, my name is Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I'm sharing with you 6 things you can do to make sure you are financially free. Right? And I want you to take it seriously. Write down everything I'm teaching you. Practice it. Number 2 thing you want to do so that you can be financially free is mental preparation and pictorial work. Whatever is too big for your mind to conceive will be too big for your tongue to say and will be too big for your hand to handle. So it starts with the mind. Once your mind is convinced, your tongue will start talking anyhow. How many of you, who have been following me for a while, know that I talk big? Type 1. If you don't know, type 2. Some of you may be new. If you know that I talk big, listen, I have a formula I always share with a lot of people. If it's not big, it's not God. Don't waste resources trying small things. Go big. Right? And for me, as a rule, I dare big things. But the beginning of all these daring big things starts with the mind. You must picture big things in your mind. Once you picture it, how will I know you have pictured it? Your tongue will start talking. Oh, we are going to do this next year. Because you've seen it. You see, nobody doubt what they see. You can only doubt what you've not seen.
So the first thing you want to do, you have to mentally picture the kind of money you want to hold. Some of you, now, if I ask you, how much do you want to make, Mr. Steven? I just want money. I just want money. How much? You don't understand. If I can just get money, exactly how much you want? Just any amount. You see, you've messed yourself up. You have to, any vision that is not specific cannot come to pass. You have to be specific. When God said he made you in his image, what he's saying is that he created you to be able to create what you want to see with your tongue and your mind. And it begins with your ability to say it. I want 20 billion. And that's the beauty of big dreams. Because even when you, listen, when you shoot for the stars, worst case scenario, you land in the moon. But when you don't even know where you want to shoot for, right? I just want to go far. I just want to make money. How many of you can type right now how much you want to make? So yeah, type it if you're not afraid. Come on. Remember, it starts with your mind, then goes to your tongue. Let me say this. Imagination is free. It's not expensive. They don't pay to imagine. Nobody will arrest you if you say you want to make 100 million. At the end of the year, you didn't make it. Nobody will arrest. But what if you say it and you not make it? How about that one? Why not take that risk? There's no financial implication to you saying, I want to make X amount. God will make it happen for you. As you have decreed, God will make it happen. Listen, say, open your mouth wide and I will feel it. Open your mouth wide. Right? I will feel it. What do you want? Be specific. Okay? And I'm sharing with you a powerful secret. Okay? Which is 6 steps to take to become financially free. Are you ready for number 3? If you are ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3 step to become financially free. Number 3 is called goal setting. Goal setting. What did I call it? Can somebody type it there? Number 3, goal setting. Yes, you want to make 150 million, 100 million. In my own case, 50 billion. Good, no problem. But where is the goal? Where is the action plan? Okay, where is the action plan? And that's where people miss it. Right? Yes, you have, and that's why you see people say, I have this New Year resolution. At the end of the year, they are sad. How many of you agree with me that most people are oftentimes very sad, particularly at the beginning of a new year? Because while they are making the New Year resolution, they are remembering that the one for last year, they didn't accomplish any. Because there is no goal. And your goal is supposed to detail your strategy. The how, the process, the strategy to execute this. If you say you want to make 100 million, how? If your source of income is 1, at least part of your goal should include that I want to have 4 sources of income. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You need to have a plan. If you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. There has to be a goal. And your goal must be smart, specific, measurable. And somebody help me write it down. SMART. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. Again, your goal has to be smart, specific, measurable. Okay, yes, thank you very much. Achievable, realistic, and with a time limit. Right? And that's how to get it done. So we started by saying you need to pray. Thank God for that. In fact, you know, I've been in Shiloh too, right? Praying the heavens. But that alone won't make the magic happen, no. You know, and that's why Christians, particularly Christians, miss it. You see, Christians go from winners, which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. I went to Shiloh, right? Go to redeem, go to this one, go to that one. But you see, they will not make one single plan. One, they won't do. Isn't it, you know, God knows. You know, my papa said, what are you to say? Your papa said, what are you saying for yourself? You have a mouth. He said, I'll give you a mouth that your adversary will not be able to gainsay or resist. You have your own mouth. What are you saying about yourself? What is your plan for yourself? Your church that you attend, they have a plan. They will read it out at the end of the year. Where's your own personal plan? Your church will plan and say, we want to build a bigger church. Where's your own personal plan? And that's why we miss it. And later you're not going to be blaming your pastor is the devil that has been collecting your tithe and offering and didn't make your life better. You are also the devil affecting yourself. You are the witchcraft doing yourself. Where is your plan? Where's your smart plan? Where's your goal? If I ask, how many of you have set up your goal for 2020? Type 1. If you have not, type 2. Be sincere. You don't need to lie. Right? You don't need to lie. I don't even know you. So there's no point lying. If you have already crafted out your goal that in a way that it's specific, in a way that your goal is achievable, realistic, and time-bound, type 1. If you have not, type 2. It's not just so when you hear me with authority saying I want to make 50 billion next year, it's not by just wishful thinking. It's not just by just saying, well. No, there is a plan that we are going to expand our revenues. We are going to expand our products. We are going to expand our services. We are going to increase the value we offer our clients. Okay? We are going to do this. We are going to do that. We're going to do this. Do you see plans now? So it's not as if that money will fall from heaven. There is a plan to make it come on the earth in form of products, services, solutions that we're going to provide. How many of you are enjoying this? If you're enjoying this, can you type I'm enjoying this? If you're enjoying this, can you type I'm enjoying this? Come on, talk to me. If you really are, I always say to people, anytime you see me come on Facebook to train you, it's cost me a lot to do so. I'm a very, very busy man. I run more than 20 subsidiaries as a company. It's hard. But I want you two to succeed. Those who are successful don't have two heads. If others are making it in a tough economy, you can make it. If the richest man in Africa is from Nigeria, despite no electricity, despite corruption, despite all the nonsense in this country, you can make it. Dangote does not have two heads. If the richest black woman is from this same Nigeria with no electricity, with all the nonsense going on, listen to me, you can make it. They don't have two heads. What is often missing, okay, is that we're not open to the opportunities to learn how to become successful. Once they talk about money, you say, I don't know, that's not how it works. You get so skeptical. You're not telling yourself, I can do it. These people don't have two heads. Some of you now, if they say so person is rich, you say, we don't know how he made this money. Who knows how he made this money? Maybe he's also one of those thieves. You have automatically said you cannot make it legally. That's the meaning. That's all you are just saying. And if you say nobody can make it legally, it means you too can't make it legally. So for me, when I hear people as rich, I'm happy for them. When I hear somebody just build a new house, I say, glory to God, my own will come. When I hear somebody's business has expanded, I say, very soon, I'm the next in line. It doesn't have two heads. I'm happy because I believe it is possible. If it happened for them, it can happen for me. Some of you, the reason why you're not going far is because once you hear somebody make progress, you're already doubting. You're already saying, well, we don't know. You're already jealous. And listen to me. You cannot attract what you resist. There's something called the law of attraction. You only attract into your life people, situations, circumstances that correlate with your dominant tone. You only attract what you appreciate, what you honor, what you value, what you love. You don't attract what you resent. For those of you just joining us, my name is Stephen Akitayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. And I'm sharing on 6 guarantee steps to become financially free. So this is number 4. Number 4. Attend at least one more training about financial freedom or a business you can do before this year ends. Where people miss it is that January is when they want to start going for training. By January, they are broke because they've emptied their account on Christmas. They've emptied all their money to do Christmas party, buy clothes and shoes to impress people who don't care. Buy clothes and shoes they don't need to impress people who don't care. I don't remember, you can't even remember what I wore last Christmas. Who cares? People will go on shopping spree, run into debt because it's Christmas, not knowing that it is December that you should start preparing, not in January of that year. Now is the time to start preparing. Make sure you go for a training before this year runs out that can teach you how to make money. Either it's how to make money or a business you can do. Okay, so go for a training. Now, if there's no training you can go for, buy a video course. I have several video courses on how to do e-commerce business. I've raised students in that on real estate, on freelancing, on different businesses that have empowered so many people. Buy one of them. Buy. Let me tell you this. The cheapest way to become wise is to buy it. Is to pay for wisdom. That's the easiest way to get wisdom. Pay for it. There are other ways you can serve to get wisdom. You can serve somebody. Work for the person. But the easiest way is to pay for wisdom. Go, somebody is a buy wisdom, sell it not. Buy it, sell it not. There's somebody who has packaged what will help you to start an e-commerce business. Why not go and get that course? Why try to do it on your own and fail? And then you now say, oh, I'm sorry. Somebody has done it. Somebody is successful at it. Please don't joke with it. Even if you can't buy my own video, look for somebody else who can teach you something. Hey, a lot of time people just say, I will prosper in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. It's not by talk. It's not by talk. It's not by talk. It's by action. Paul, Apostle Paul, one of the giants of faith in the Bible, right? I know some of you may not be Christians, but pardon me to say this, right? Apostle Paul says that, show me your faith without works. I will show you my faith by my what? My works. A lot of people don't know. Apostle Paul in the Bible was a businessman. He had a business of selling tents. As much as he was preaching the gospel and people were sowing seed into his ministry, he also had a business he was doing so that he's able to make money for himself. Are you ready for number 5? If you are ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 5 step is to spend your money wisely Christmas period. We can be so wasteful this Christmas period. We can be so wasteful. Buy clothes that you don't need to impress those that don't care. Buy shoes that you don't need to impress those that don't care. They won't even remember you bought a shoe. You are wearing a new shoe. Buy, accessory, change your furniture in the house. You do all manner of stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Get me? Nothing's wrong with that. But you need to spend wisely. You need to spend wisely. How many of you agree with me? Particularly those of you, if you are living outside Nigeria and you are living in the US or in the UK, type 1. How many of you know that there's a disease? I call it the Christmas shopping disease in the Western world. If you know, type 1. It's like a disease. People will work from January to November and run into debt in December as a result of shopping spree. I know all these people have a way of catching you. They will tell you in Western world, right? This shoe is $70. But you know what? Just deposit $15 and go home with it. So you now be spending, you spend the rest January to November to pay the rest. Maybe $10 every month. And that's how people run into debt. Run into debt, crazy debt. And people do it again. They will repeat the cycle again. It's like it's a demon. Right? You just begin to spend money anyhow. You say it's Christmas, it's Christmas, it's Christmas. Do you know that if your January is tight, it is a proof that you misappropriated funds in December? Let me repeat myself again. If your January is tight, it's a proof that you misappropriated funds in December. It's a proof that you did not plan well in December. It's a proof that you wasted money in December. It's a proof that you just spent anyhow. You went on shopping spree without controlling yourself in December. The year starts in December, not January. You begin to reposition yourself for a prosperous 2020 in December. That's where people miss it. My point is this. There's nothing wrong with vacation, so don't get me wrong. But you don't live beyond your means. You live below your means. If you could afford to do vacation, that's okay. But if all your vacation and your shopping will run into debt, what's the point? Who are you trying to impress? You are supposed to be shrewd. Let me tell you the month you are supposed to be more shrewd. December, and I'll give you a secret. If you spend your money well in December, by January you will buy houses, you will buy land, you will buy property, because the January people are willing to sell their properties at a cheap price. Many of them who have misappropriated their money, right? They are broke. They will just say, this car, take it for any amount. In fact, it's one of the ways to make money. Use your December to save money, right? Those who misappropriate money in December, they will come to borrow money from, when they say they want gift, tell them you can't dash anybody money, but you can of course exchange money for something. Many of them will sell their cars to you 50% of the price, and you can go and sell it. It can be a business. I know people who do this. They save money in December, right? January, anybody who needs money comes to them. They say, well, you have to, I'm ready to buy anything you have in exchange for the money you want. And they will go and sell those things at a higher price when things are okay, and they make good money. That's called wisdom. That's called wisdom. So spend well in December. Don't misappropriate funds in December. Be shrewd in December. Do low key in December. Don't spend money anyhow in December. Do all your shopping before December. Again, my name is Stephen Akitayo. I don't know if you are getting value. If you're getting value, can you type wave? Just wave. Click on that wave button. Come on, talk to me, guys. I know I'm doing a good job, but confirm me. Let me know. If you're getting value, type just wave. Just wave. Just wave. My name is Stephen Akitayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm sharing with you people 6 steps that guarantee your financial freedom if you will do them. They're a bit difficult. If you are getting value, just wave. They may be difficult, but if you practice them, it will work for you. And I'd like you to do me a favor. Share this video 50 times and you get a gift from me. Yes, what's that gift? It's an introduction to 12 businesses you can do on the internet and make millions. I've made money in those businesses and I'm teaching you. And it's worth $200, but I'm going to give you for free if you share this video 50 times. Just share it 50 times. How do you do that? Number one, click on that icon. There's an icon called Facebook Party. Click on it. Use it to invite all your friends. Okay? And let's start having good conversation. Number two, copy the link, paste it on all your WhatsApp group. All the WhatsApp group you belong to. Just paste it there. Say, this person is live, teaching something valuable, learn. Paste it on all your Facebook group too. You can also paste it on all your LinkedIn group. Invite people. If you share this video 50 times, you get that book from me for free. Okay, worth $200. All you need to do, screenshot as you are sharing and send it as an email. The screenshot, email to info@stephenakitayo.com. info@stephenakitayo.com, and you get that value. Okay, good. So number 5, spend money wisely in December. Be shrewd. Be Ijebu. You know they say Ijebu. Do Ijebu in December. Don't spend money anyhow. When it's not January, come and do babolowo in January. But in December, be shrewd. Right? Don't spend money anyhow. And I'm telling you the truth now. Number 6, and this will help you to be shrewd. This will help number 5. Number 6, buy a land in December or make deposit for it in December so that you are already committed to doing some payment. Right? This is one of the ways to commit that huge money. Commit it to buy a land. Buy a land. Right? And it's important. Buy a land. Let me tell you one powerful thing about property. Every year, property always appreciates. So instead of buying shoe, you buy the shoe. By next year, you need another one. You buy the clothes, you need another one. You buy the jewelries, everybody has seen you with it, you need to buy another one. You buy all these mundane things. You buy a car, start developing fault in no time. Or at some point, you don't need it, right? And your car is not bringing money. But a land is a way to become rich while you are sleeping. There's a quotable quote. It says, landlord grow rich while they are sleeping. In their sleep, landlord become rich. How many of you are landlords right now? Type 1. If you are not a landlord, type 2. If you are currently a landlord, type 1. If you are not yet a landlord, type 2. Come on, talk to me. I want response. If you own a land, particularly those of you in Africa, you are in Nigeria, you're a Nigerian, whether you're in UK, US, whatever part of the world you are in. If you have a land, you know that where we come from in Africa, anybody that does not have a land in their country is like a bastard. I hope you know that. let this December be that year you make that choice. So let me do a recap for those who came late of what I've shared. I shared with you 6 powerful guaranteed steps to become financially free. It is now you start. Where I come from, they used to say that how tomorrow will be is today we know. So these 6 things I'm sharing with you, there are things you should do this December, not things you should do in January. And that's why people make mistakes. Their New Year resolution is in January. That same January, they have already misappropriated funds in December, wasted all their money. So even when they have good ideas, they can't execute it because they are in debt. They have to pay students school fees, no plan, everything messed up. So how many of you are ready for the recap? I'm going to recap for those of you who came late. Type recap if you are ready for my recap. Okay, I'm not going to explain, so I advise you still go and rewatch this video. It was detailed, it's life-changing. So let me do a quick recap. Step 1, spiritual preparation. Okay, and the spiritual preparation is in 3 ways. 1, prayer and fasting. 2, giving to the poor, to the needy, to your parents. Okay, step 3, meeting your spiritual mentors and seeking guidance on spiritual steps. Listen, don't let anybody deceive you. Everybody is using something. If you are not using something, they will use you for something. Let me repeat myself again. Don't deceive yourself. Everybody is using something. If you are not using something, they will use you for something. Anything you see in the physical is created in the spiritual. You start the year with a spiritual exercise. 1, prayer and fasting, giving to the poor. You see some at Meduguri donating to the IDP camps, right? You know, and I do that a lot. People say, why do you do that? I said, because I want to open the heavens. I'm already wetting the ground. When you sow, you reap. You sow, you reap. So I'm sowing already. So that by January, my harvest won't have to wait till December to start January. If it makes sense, type it makes sense. Number 2 step, mental preparation. So begin to picture what you want to do. How much do you want to make exactly? How much? All this culture of I want to be rich, you don't have a figure. It doesn't make any sense. You have to be specific. Okay? You have to be specific. Okay? You have to be specific. Exactly how much? 50 billion naira. I talk big. If it's too small, I'm not interested. I don't think God is in small things. God does things big. And he made me in his image. Right? But you see, you have to picture it first. Number 3, you have to have goal setting. Goal setting. You have to set goals. Right? And that goal is now the strategy. Okay, I think I will need Mr. Stevens' mentorship. I think I will need this book. I think I will need this seminar. I think I will need to multiply my businesses. Now I only have 1 source of income. I think I need 4. If I, and I asked many of you who joined, I said, state how much you want to make in 2020. Some say 120 million, some say 5 billion. Then you now need to know. The Abatesi said definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. I expected a different result. You cannot use the same idea you used to make the small money you make to make a better amount. No! If it was 1 source of income you used to generate 5 million, you can't still do 1 source of income and think things will change now. That's how your pastors have deceived you. You must have multiple. So if I know that I made 5 million and I want to make 100 million, then maybe I want to have 4 sources of income. And that leads me to what? Number 3. If I then know that I need 4 sources of income, obviously it means I don't have training in 3 new sources of income. What should I do? Make sure this December you attend a training on money, or training on financial intelligence, or training on a business you can start that will not affect your current job. Make sure you do that this December. Don't do it in January. Do it this December. Of course, it will cost you money, but that money you want to go and be using to buy shoes, buy clothes, buy bags that you don't need. Poor people buy what they don't need to impress people who don't care. Poor people buy what they don't need to impress people who don't care. That's what poor people do. You don't want to be one of them. What do you need? You need training. You need training. If you can't get the training, buy the video course. You can't get the video course, buy the book. Do something different this year. Definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect a what? A different result. Okay, number 5, spend your money wisely. This period is not the time to start wasting money. Buy shoe, buy clothes, buy bag. Oh, my children must look good. Oh, my son must look good. My husband, my wife. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but do everything with moderacy. Okay, this is the time to be prudent and frugal with your money. December, because everybody else will do. You remember I told you a powerful principle about rich people. Rich people do things in reverse. When people spend money, they don't spend money. When others are not spending money, that's when they spend money. That's the secret of rich people. Rich people hold money when others are spending. They spend when others are holding. That is a rule. For me now, I don't spend money anyhow in December, except for trainings and courses and meetings and learning and getting myself ready for the new year. But I don't spend any. My December, I lock up. I lock up. January, Babolo has arrived. They will take. Gaga. Anyway, I appear like this. Because I know everybody else is broke. So, the property I'm supposed to get for 100 million, if I dangle 20 million in their face like this, there's no bond there where they'll give me. Right? And those are powerful principles to success. Powerful principles to what? To success. You hustle well in your December. You hustle. You raise all the money. January, you show up. Okay? I know if you have gotten value so far. So number 6, buy property in December, because there's so much promo and discount that goes on in December. And usually by January, it will have gone high. Property goes higher by the following year. In December, there's Christmas promo. Some of them, like we are even giving people all expense paid trip to Dubai plus 2 million naira discount. Only you? Can you imagine? 2 million naira discount on one of our estate plus all expense paid trip to Dubai. You can only get that in December. January, you won't get that one. Trust me, you won't get that one. So, December is the time to buy property. So, instead of wasting, even if you can't pay outright, pay in installment. You know, pay small. That's how rich people do it. I didn't get there overnight. What the little that God has helped me with, I didn't get here overnight. It was gradual. And God has helped me. And God can help you. I don't have 2 heads. Do I have 2 heads? Everybody look at me. Oh. Let me show you. 2 heads. It's my head 1. Are you sure? So you can do it. Have you gotten value so far? If you gotten value, type I got value. We are going to change things. Watch out. But you also need to practice what I did. These things are not just, they don't just happen by mistake. You take action. I love you all. You know that. You know that by now. Talk to me. And you can say I love you back. There's nothing wrong. You know, they won't arrest you. Trust me, my wife is not going to arrest you. You tell me you love me. Feel free to follow me across social media handle. And I pray your best is yet to come. Remember, it is not the listeners that succeed, it's the doers. This world only favors doers, not listeners. Those who do will get the result. A lot of time people like to listen, but if you don't practice, a lot of time I don't like when people chat me. They say I've been following for 20 years. I've been following for 5 years. What's your result? That's what matters. I've been following for 3 years. Oh yeah, what you have been learning from me, have you used it? Have you practiced it? Has it worked for you? That's what gives me joy. I want to see you succeed. I genuinely want to see you succeed. I genuinely want you to send me a message that I listened to you and my story changed. I was 0, but this is where I am. That's what gives me joy. I love you all and God bless you.